It has almost been 2 years since my last video. For a while, I felt like I had completely lost my creativity and with it, a part of myself. So this summer, I decided to slow down, consume less, and create more, to spend less time scrolling and more time actually living and reconnecting with the things that make me feel alive. Join me for a few slow summer weeks in the Austrian mountains as I find my way back to creativity and reconnect with myself and nature. Picking blueberries, making herbal medicine, baking, moving my body, spending time outside, and finally picking up my camera and paintbrush again. This isn't about creating something perfect, it's about finding joy in the process again, and maybe along the way, I can inspire you to slow down, reconnect, and create a little more too. Welcome to Heartbeat Life. I'm Christina, a creative outdoor soul inspired by nature. Together with my dog Dakota, I capture the magic of life through my camera lens. I want to show you the world how I see it and reveal the magic that surrounds us every day. In the next weeks, I try to take you with me to show you my world and that I hopefully can inspire you, that you take at least a little moment to just be there, to just enjoy the moment, to start living this life again, to not just consume it or be consumed by it. Let's see where it goes. And then there's movement. For so long, I thought moving my body had to be about achieving something. But whether it's yoga, hiking, biking, or simply moving in a way that feels good, the reason why I do it is because it brings me out of my head and back into my body. Movement has become a way for me to reconnect with myself, not to change my body, but to come home to it. Maybe movement doesn't always have to be about becoming better. Maybe sometimes it's simply about feeling alive. I want to take care of my body to build mobility and balance so that hopefully, even when I'm older, I can still move freely, hike up mountains, explore nature, and do the things I love outdoors. Hi! It has been a long time that I recorded a YouTube video, so I recorded one probably 4 weeks ago and I went up to the mountains, recorded something there for you, recorded something at a lake, recorded like small little details, all the animals that I have seen, and accidentally I deleted everything. It was like a probably 16 minutes video stuff that I have recorded already. I think the reason why I was not sad was because I knew that what all the stuff that I wanted to show you and all the stuff that I wanted to tell you is something that is still inside of me, and that I can do it again. So the last 4 weeks was something kind of off, because I recognized that I stopped creating, and I started to consume a lot. I was on the phone scrolling, and usually I don't do this. Usually I'm like, I mean, yeah, I do it. Every one of us does it, but it depends on the amount, how much you do it. And in the last 4 weeks I have done it a lot, and I kind of lost my creativity, which was not really nice because I have grown up and I have been always a creative person. Like for me as a child, I I always have you want to say something? Yes? Dakota wants to say hi. Since I'm a child, I have always been the one who has drawn something, who has, I don't know, who was always outside and did something, and in the last 4 weeks I kind of did nothing anymore and I just consumed. So, and I have the feeling that most of us forget that we just have limited time here on this planet, and if we're lucky we have 85 summer, each of us, hopefully, um, and which is not guaranteed. And what I want to say is that we humans sometimes totally forget that we are not meant to consume, we are meant to be here on this earth to create something. Like, I would say we all have something inside of us that someone kind of gave us, and we should bring this out into the world. Like I already said, we humans are not meant to consume. We humans are meant to create something with our hands. May it be something out of wood, may it be something to paint, may it like build houses or whatever. But we humans are meant to use like what we have and what God gave us. And the reason why I start doing this again is because I want to create something. It's because I don't want to sit there and just consume, and then I don't know, and then years go by, and then I'm like, wow, okay, I didn't have used my time on this earth, and the years are just flying by. This is nothing that I want to do. And like I told you, I have been a really creative child. So I remember I took the camera. It was a old film camera from my dad, and we had a cat, Raphael, and I remember I always took the camera from my dad and took pictures, and from everything that I could find. And if I have not taken pictures, I have drawn something. I went outside. I spent the most of the time outside, like playing something with dirt. The main reason why we humans are meant to create something with our hands is because it brings us into the moment. And I remember when I first started my Instagram account in 2014, I bought my first camera with my first owned like salary. I remember that I used it as more like a to show my photography, to show my art. This is something that I want to bring back and to remind ourselves that we should reconnect with ourselves, that we should reconnect with this moment that we have and here in this moment right now. Here's something that I kind of have learned. I have different tools to come back into this moment. Like for me it's yoga, for me it's art, may it be like drawing, may it be photography, may it be videography, that helps us to reconnect with ourselves. I have the feeling that when we reconnect with ourselves, the more stable we are. What I want to say is, when each of us can be strong and each of us has something that he wants to or she wants to bring out into this world, and I still believe so much in like a higher power that gave each of us something that we have or should share with like the world, because I know that I can learn something from you, you can learn something from me, and each of us has like a talent, something really special that only you have. All this we can just do when we connect with ourselves, and we cannot do this if we are constantly consuming stuff. And I feel like this world is going really fast. Everything is moving quicker and quicker and quicker, and sometimes we forget that we have a voice inside of ourselves. Sometimes we forget that we have an intuition, and sometimes we cannot hear it anymore because this world around us is getting super loud and noisy and everything is moving so quick. And that happened to me, I would say, in the last 4 weeks, that I forgot that I have an intuition, that I forgot that I have something that I wanted to bring out into this world, and I want to create something. Because when we create, there is such a power in there, because when we just consume, we get lost in everything. We lose ourselves. But if you create something out of your heart, and if you create like a project or whatever, then this is something that cannot be taken from you, because this is a happiness that you can create in yourself, and this is something because you know yourself. My vision always was that I bring people together and that I inspire people to follow their hearts, because I know there's a lot of fear in each of us. I would say most of us, we know how strong the mind can be, tell us really worst case scenarios. But what is when we could learn how to switch it and think about the best case scenarios? Because I know a lot of people are thinking about, like, what is someone else thinking about me? What is when someone else is seeing this video and thinks, yeah, and thinks something about me and thinks, oh yeah, now she's doing a YouTube video. Like, I don't care about this, because if it is something that makes me happy and fulfills my heart, then I don't care what everyone else is thinking about, because that's not in my control. Like, I cannot control what someone else is thinking about me, and I just can't control what is in my hands. Still have this vision that I want to bring people together, and that I want to reconnect people with nature and help them to reconnect with themselves and to really listen to their heart, and that I hopefully can inspire you, that you take at least a little moment to just be there, to just enjoy the moment, to start living this life again, to not just consume it or be consumed by it. Let's see where it goes.
Good morning! We are here out in the forest. Today it will get super hot. That's the reason why we are here so early. It's 7 a.m. and it's so quiet here. You just can hear the birds, nothing else, no cars, no planes. Just Dakota and me in the forest. So it's just us two here. Probably some deer somewhere. So yeah, let's get some breakfast, let's get some blueberries and enjoy this beautiful day outside.
And then there's water, somehow always bringing us a sense of clarity and lightness. Life itself began in water millions of years ago, and maybe that's why being close to it feels so natural, as if it reminds us to let go, to flow, and to move through life with a little more ease. And then there are herbs growing quietly around us, carrying a lot of wisdom within them. For thousands of years, people have turned to plants for healing. Maybe working with them is a way of remembering that we are part of nature too, slowing down, using our hands, and reconnecting with something that has always been there. So, yeah, again, I started with Heartbeat Live when I got this heart inflammation, and I had a lot of time because I couldn't work. So I was healing through creativity again. Like, I started beadwork. I did a lot of beadwork. Like, this is beadwork. This is like my camera armrest. And wait. Ta-da! This is like my camera, what is it called? It's like this. Like, what is this called? Camera band? Camera... It's just there to hold the camera. Camera strap! I got it! Yeah. This is, yeah, like this is my camera strap. Which was also super creative because... wow! Because this is like a whole story here. Like, you see, I have so much stuff to tell. So the cars are like super broken. I don't know the English word for this place, but there's a place where you can put all those cars, and there's a lot of cars there. So I went there and I took out the seat belts. This took me more than 3 months. More than 3 months to beat all those beats on here. And also for the next videos you will definitely find a lot of nature, a lot of outdoor stuff. You will find a lot of art, you will find a lot of creativity, you will find me here. So see you soon. And then there is baking and cooking. I have been to a nutrition school. I have loved making things with my hands for as long as I can remember. As a child, I could spend hours in the kitchen, completely getting lost in the process. So my mom probably wasn't always so excited about the mess I left behind as I was. But looking back, I think there was something beautiful in that. I wasn't thinking about whether what I made was good enough or useful. I was simply curious, experimenting and creating for the joy of it. And maybe reconnecting with creativity is also about finding our way back to that part of ourselves. The one that creates without expectations, without perfection, simply because it feels good to make something with our own hands. And then there's drawing. As a child, I could get completely lost in it too. Just me, a piece of paper, and the stuff that is in my mind. I didn't wonder if it was good enough, if anyone would like it, or if there was a purpose behind it. I simply created because something inside me wanted to. Somewhere along the way, I think many of us lose that freedom. We start judging what we make before we even allow ourselves to make it. Picking up a pencil again reminded me that creativity was never really gone. Maybe it was just buried underneath all the noise, expectation, and perfection. And sometimes finding it again is as simple as giving ourselves permission to just do it. Thank you for spending these slow summer days with me. I hope this little journey inspired you to slow down, reconnect with yourself and nature, and make space for your own creativity again. If you'd like to join me on this journey, I'd love to have you here. Subscribe and come along as we reconnect, create, and find a little more magic in everyday's life. Until next time, consume less, create more, and follow your heart.